You waited. Thank you. I apologize for not being here when you woke up. You were sleeping so peacefully, I didn't want to disturb you.
Could have left me a note or a message with one of your staff.
You're right, of course. Please. I was hoping to be back sooner. I apologize. I'm glad you didn't follow my example.
I stayed for a reason. I've been feeling that something's been off between us for quite a while. You keep denying it, and I keep buying it because I want so desperately for it to be our time. But there's trouble, and it's getting in our way. Something changed the moment that we were free to be together. Don't deny it anymore. Tell me what's going on. The truth.
I won't deny it now. That's why I'm here. I'll tell you everything.
On second thoughts, fairy tales are bull.
You're trying to understand why, when there's nothing stopping us from being together, I've suddenly pulled back.
Stefan, whatever it is, we can work it out. You know that I would do anything for you. Why are you looking at me like that?
I believe this is what is referred to as the moment of truth. You are correct in your observation, Catherine. You have been sensing hesitation on my part. But it isn't because of the great passion I feel for you. On the contrary, to be perfectly honest, I have no feelings for you. I never have.
This is a joke, right? Some weird custom Russian men use to test the loyalty of their women.
No, Catherine. It's true.
Oh, come on, Stefan. I can enjoy a joke as well as anyone.
It is not in my nature to joke.
I don't believe you. What you're saying is impossible. I've made mistakes with men in my life before, but not now. I have never been more sure of my feelings for any man.
We're not discussing your feelings.
I have seen it in your eyes. No man has ever looked at me the way you do.
You saw what you wanted to see. Now, maybe it was the trauma of the accident, or the long hours under anesthesia, or as painful as this may be to hear, the desperation of a lonely woman.
I refuse to believe you.
Look into my eyes and tell me if what you see even resembles love.
Stop it. Just stop this insanity. You do love me.
It was all in your head!
You held me in your arms last night. I stood with my head on your chest.
I was going to tell you then, but I felt sorry for you. Perhaps I was trying to buy myself some more time. I knew exactly how you were going to react.
The night in the hospital when I first opened my eyes, you were the first person I saw. I will never forget the way you looked at me with such tenderness. What do you tell me now that it was... What was it all about?
It was about staying out of prison. I needed to know if you recognized me, and when I realized that you hadn't, I decided to take advantage of the situation.
On the crystal tree? The morning that you carried me to the window? See the sunrise? The way you helped me to walk, willed me to walk?
It's good you brought that up, you see, because that is the perfect example of how you deluded yourself into this grand love affair. I simply gave you encouragement. Same way I do for Nicholas when he's in need. You're the one who insisted on making something mystical out of this thing. I'm shrewd and I'm calculating, but I have no special powers, Catherine. I was simply trying to avoid a life in prison. And it worked. You won't go to the district attorney.
You are so sure of yourself.
I know you, Catherine. Your pride won't allow you to take the stand and admit what a fool you've been, all in the name of love.
I should call your bluff.
Do it. There's the telephone. Tell the district attorney that you suddenly realize the man for whom you work, whose nephew lived in your apartment, the man who flew a specialist in from Switzerland to consult on your condition, who saved General Hospital from closing its doors, is the person who shot you after all. If you were Lila Quartermain, you might be able to convince them. But given your background, I'd say the odds are not in your favor.
Maybe I'll just go to Luke instead.
Oh, Luke, that's better yet. His success rate with me at the moment is 0. I think of him as one of those cartoon characters who's continually setting traps for the enemy and then blowing themselves up. If there were a gun, he might have a chance, but there's no gun. I've seen to that.
I still don't believe you. I know you too. And you wouldn't go to all this trouble to stay out of prison. Something else is going on here.
I admire your persistence. But then that's what's made it easy for me to lead you around for the last 6 months. Come now, Catherine. You haven't made out so badly. You can walk. It's a small price to pay for a few bruised feelings.
I despise you.
Good. Contempt is a great healer. Now close the door on your way out.
Look me in the eye, Stefan. Look at me! Now you tell me that you don't feel anything for me.